The terror of the Genderuwo. Deep in the heart of Java, a small village named Kendang was surrounded by lush forests that stretched endlessly into the horizon. The villagers believed the forest was home to an ancient, malevolent spirit, the Genderuwo. A towering figure covered in thick black fur, its glowing red eyes and grotesque grin were said to haunt the living, preying on their fear. The elders often warned the younger generation, never venture into the woods after dark. The Genderuwo watches and it waits. But just like every story passed through generations, it was met with skepticism by some. Adi, a brash young man, was one of the doubters. He mocked the tales, calling them superstitions designed to keep children obedient. One evening, when the moon hung low and the air was eerily still, Adi challenged his friends. "Let's go into the forest tonight," he said, grinning. "I'll prove there's no such thing as the Genderuwo." Reluctantly, his friends Benny and Sari agreed. They brought flashlights and sticks, more for comfort than actual protection. The trio ventured into the forest, their laughter cutting through the unnerving silence. The deeper they went, the denser the trees became. The air turned cold, and an unshakable sense of dread settled over them. The usual sounds of the forest, chirping insects, rustling leaves, were absent. "Let's go back," Sari whispered, clutching Benny's arm. Adi scoffed. "Scared already? There's nothing here but trees." As if in response, a low, guttural growl echoed through the woods. The trio froze, their flashlights trembling in their hands. "Did you hear that?" Benny whispered, his voice barely audible. Before anyone could answer, a massive shadow moved between the trees. Adi turned his flashlight toward the movement, and the beam revealed a figure so horrifying that Sari screamed. It was the Genderuwo. Its towering frame loomed over them, its matted black fur glistening in the pale moonlight. Its red eyes glowed with malice, and its wide grin revealed jagged teeth. "Run!" Adi shouted, dropping his flashlight as they scattered in different directions. Sari and Benny ran together, their breaths ragged as they tripped and stumbled through the undergrowth. Adi, separated from the group, ran blindly, his heart pounding in his chest. He could feel the Genderuwo's presence behind him, the ground shaking with each of its steps. In a clearing, Adi tripped and fell, twisting his ankle. He tried to crawl away, but it was too late. The Genderuwo emerged from the shadows, its monstrous grin widening. Adi's screams echoed through the forest, abruptly cut off. The next morning, Sari and Benny returned to the village, shaken but alive. The villagers formed a search party, but all they found of Adi were his shredded clothes near the clearing. The elders shook their heads gravely. "The Genderuwo does not forgive arrogance," one said. From that day, the villagers avoided the forest entirely. Their belief in the legend of the Genderuwo solidified. And as the stories warned, anyone foolish enough to doubt its existence was doomed to become a